Good morning, fourth graders. Welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 5 of Math. We're going to be comparing and rounding again, but this time with greater numbers. So we're going to be working with bigger numbers, but we're going to use the same ideas for rounding. Okay? And so that means we're going to be comparing numbers all the way up to 1 million, and we're going to be able to round numbers, not just to the thousands anymore. We're going to round it all the way through hundred thousands. But we will use the same strategy we used earlier in the year. Okay, you will just need your pencil and your workbook today. This chart is not part of this lesson, but we used it in lesson 4, and actually I think it's going to be really helpful. So this is on page 13. Refer back to this whenever you need it. You'll see me use it quite a bit today in the lesson. All right, first of all, we want to compare numbers to 1 million. So we're just going to take two numbers and try and figure out how to tell which one is larger than the other one. And so these numbers have the same digits, but they are the same digits, but they're mixed up in different place values, so they represent many different things. All right, so let's look at them. And so one way we can compare numbers is we can make sure that we look at the largest place value. So the further to the left, in this case all the way over to the thousands, that's worth more. This 9 is actually worth 9,000, where if it was here, it would only be 900, 90, or just 9 here. So let's look at it. This number has 9,000. This number has 9,000. So far, they're the same. We move over to our next place value. In the hundreds, we have 4 for 400. Ooh, right here. 600 is worth more than 400. I'm done. It doesn't matter what else is left in this number. Since the 6 in the hundreds place is bigger than the 4 in the hundreds place, that's how we would label that. We would say 9,462 less than 9,642 because of the 600. Okay, let's try that again. Now, if we have 9,642 on this side, right, we would say 9 in the thousands place, 9 in the thousands place. Well, once again, these are actually the same numbers, just flipped. So we have a 6 in the hundreds place and a 4 in the hundreds place. And so this time we would say, instead of saying less than, now we're going to give it the greater than symbol, right? 9,642 is greater than 9,462, right? And then sometimes we might see, well, wait a minute here. We have a 9 in the thousands, a 9 in the thousands, 4 in the hundreds, 4 in the hundreds, 6 in the tens, 6 in the tens, 2 in the ones, and 2 in the ones. Well, those are equal. So those are the three symbols that you're going to be using today. Less than, greater than, or equal to. All right? Well, let's do that with some numbers. Let me block some of this so it's not so many numbers at once. Okay. Let's look. Let's start in our largest place value. For now, that happens to be our 10,000s place. 4 in the 10. Whoa, right away, that was an easy one. So 40,000 is less than 70,000. So I know I'm going to use my less than symbol. I would say 47,603 is less than 74,603. All right. Let's look in the 10,000s. 1. Oh, and 1. So they're the same so far. Now I have a 0 in my thousands and a 1 in my thousands. That 1 in the thousands means this number is greater than. So we would say 10,781 is less than 11,002. Well, apparently the school day is over. All right, now we go all the way out to our 100,000s. So let's start in the 100,000s. We have a 6 here and a 6 here, so they're the same so far. Oop, in our 10,000s, we have a 3, and here we have a 6. So once again, the number on this side is larger, so we use our symbol like this. 631,221 is less than 662,111. Let's do one more. Okay, let's see. I'm confused with this one. I have my 10,000s here. This number is longer, though. So this number has 100,000 place, and this number doesn't. So really, what we can think of, this has 0 100,000s. Well, 3 is more than 0, so this number has to be larger. Be careful, don't just check the first place value. This 4 is in the 10,000, where this 3 is in the 100,000. So 300,000 is worth more than 40,000. So don't just look at the first number, make sure you're taking care of place value. That goes back to that chart on page 13. You might want to use that. Okay, so let's read this word problem. This is at the top of page 15. So if you want to go to page 15, that's where you're going to start doing your work. A stadium hosted both a concert and a sporting event. The concert had 101,835 people in attendance. The sporting event had 101,538 people in attendance. Which event had more people in attendance? And, well, how do you know? Well, just like we've been doing, let's compare the place values, right? First of all, I'm going to double check. This number goes all the way out to 100,000. This number goes all the way out to 100,000. They are both 6 digits long. So let's now compare the largest place values. Starting in the 100,000, I have 1 and a 1, 0 and a 0. So far the same. 1 and a 1. I see a difference here. I have 800 here and only 500 here. That means there has to be more people that went to the concert. 101,835 people is greater than 101,538 people. Okay, now your job. This is going to be, this is page 15 in your workbook today. So I want you to work above the red line here. So just 1 through 12, using greater than, less than, or equal to. It's really important that you pause the video right now before we get into our next concept of rounding. So pause the video, try and do questions 1 through 12. If you need help, check back in with your teacher. If you're at home, go to the Google Meet. If you're in class, talk to your teacher. All right, 1 through 12, and then start the video again. Okay, now that you've finished with comparing large numbers, now we are going to get into rounding, okay? And we're going to use the same rule for rounding that we used when we initially started rounding last week. So we're going to look at the place value that's saying 4 or less, let it rest. It stays the same. 5 or more, let it soar. You're going to go up 1. So 5 is the key number. 5 or bigger, we go up. 4 or less, it stays the same, or we call that going down. So let's look. We're going to be rounding to thousands, 10,000s, and 100,000s. Okay, so let's start by rounding to the thousands place. We're going to take our number 389,674. So you might want to use that place value chart on page 13. This is my thousands place. So this 9 is either going to stay a 9 or it's going to go up, in this case, to 10, and we'll see what would happen if that happens. Okay? And so we look next door in the hundreds. It's a 6. 5 or more, let it soar. So that 9 is going to go up. Well, you can't put a 10 here. Really, that's going to carry over to the next place value, the 10,000s. So 89,000 needs to become really 90. So my new number, when it's rounded, is 390,000. Okay, let's do that same idea with 10,000s. Here's my 10,000s. I have an 8. Okay, I look next door. So I know this is either going to stay an 8 or go up to a 9. Well, 9 is more than 5 in the hundred or in the thousands place. So that means this 8 gets rounded up to a 9. So that new number is 390,000. Well, let's round all the way out to our 100,000s this time. I have a 3. It either stays a 3 or it's going to go up to a 4. Well, I look next door, one place value to the right, it's an 8. An 8 is bigger than 5, so it means that that 3 is going to get up to a 4. And I have 400,000 for my new rounded number. Good. So you're going to see sometimes you can round to different place values and still have the same number. That's not always going to be the case, but sometimes it does. All right, so now let's start with 503,299. And what we're going to do is we're starting in the thousands, so that's the 3 here, and I look next door, 1. Ooh, that's a 2. That's a small number. So that means that that 3 stays the same, and everything else now is going to be a 0 after that. So watch what that becomes. So 503,000. Okay. Now let's round to the 10,000s place. Ooh, I have a 0. So that's either going to stay a 0 or go up to a 1. Let's look next door in the thousands. 3, 4 or less, let it rest. So that 0 just stays a 0. Everything else, oops, I'm sorry, I keep moving stuff. Everything else becomes a 0 after it as well. So my new number is now 500,000. Last one to the 100. So I have a 5 here. that 5 is either going to stay a 5 or go up to a 6. Let's look next door. It's a 0. Well, that 0 means that this 5 just stays. 4 or less, let it rest. Once again, we have the same, so this is 500,000. Okay, now let's look at 488,361. My thousands place is here. I have an 8, so it's either going to stay an 8 or go up to a 9. I look next door, a 3, 4 or less, let it rest. So that becomes 488,000. Another 8 in my 10,000s place, so now I'm rounding to the 10,000s place. I look next door, that 8 is 5 or larger, right? It's 8, so it's big. That means that this is going to turn this 8 up 1 into a 9. So my new number, 490,000. Okay? Last one we're going to do. This 4 is either going to stay a 4 or go up to a 5. Well, look next door. 5 or more, let it soar. So this 4 has to go up to a 5. And in this case, we have all 3 different numbers when we round to the 3 different place values, because this is now 500,000. Okay, so what you're going to do, you've already done this. Now you're going to do the bottom part of page 15. Okay, but before we do that, I'm going to go on and talk about another form of rounding that you're going to use on page 16. 16 is a little bit trickier, and I put the chart up here too, so you might want to use that on page 13. So now we're going to almost do rounding backwards. So I'm going to give you the rounded number, and I want you to come up with a whole number, a different number that would get rounded to that number. So let's do one as an example. So it says write a number that changes to 310,000 when it is rounded, and to what place value was your number rounded. So I need to think of a number that isn't 310,000, but when I say you're going to round it to a specific place value, it becomes that. And so watch what I did. So I came up with the number 314,934. And so when I look at this, I need to figure out, the trick is to look at the zeros. Well, everything after my 10,000s place turned to 0. Well, and so I'm going to use my 10,000s place here, right? So everything after this is now 0. So I have a 0 in the thousands, hundreds, tens, and ones. And so if I look at my 10,000s place, right here, that 1, it either stays a 1 or it's going to go up to a 2. But when I look next door at my 4, 4 or less, let it rest. So that means it would get rounded to 310,000. And I rounded it to my 10,000s place, right? So use this chart to help you with that. You might want to watch that part again. This is tricky, but give this a shot, right? What numbers can you come up with? And think about this. Is this the only number that would work for this problem, or could you have different numbers? Is there one right answer to these problems, or could you do different ones? All right, so and the bottom down here, 29 and 30, is very similar to what I was just doing on the last page as well, when I rounded to those 3 different place values. But you can also round to tens, hundreds, and thousands like we were doing last week, okay? So you're going to take this number and round to all these place values, right? And so 395,101, I'm going to start in my tens place. So I know that this 0 is in the tens place, and I look at next door in the ones. It's a 1, it's a small number, so 4 or less, let it rest. So my new number is now 395,100, okay? If I'm going to round to the hundreds place, all right, that 1 is in the hundreds place. I look next door, 0, can't get any smaller than that. So the 1, I got to let it rest. I round down, it looks the same again. We've seen that before. But now your numbers are going to start to change as you round to the thousands place, 10,000s place, 100,000s place. If you need help with that, check in with your teacher, please. Okay? You may want to rewind and rewatch that video and see if you can figure in this video and see if you can try that part one more time with the rounding, or just go right to your teacher and check in right now and say you need some help. Okay, your next steps now, finish page 15 and 16. Any questions at all, talk to your teacher. When you're done, check in with your teacher. They're going to have another job for you after that. All right, good luck. Work hard.